So we don't have much to go with here, but I'm really excited about this. This is a huge deal, and I really want to talk about it. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to One Six Figure Focus, and what we're looking at today, this is a really exciting one, folks. We don't have much to go in, like I said in the intro, but Hot Toys have teased, and in fairness, this is more of a tease. This is basically these type of 25-year celebration type photos that we've started seeing over the last few weeks. This is happening, okay? So, and it makes sense as well, because Terminator 2. So what we're looking at is a promotional image for the Hot Toys 1/6 scale T-800 Endoskeleton from the movie Terminator 2. So far in the last few weeks, really, they've gone on 2.0, the DX46. That's a T-800 battle damage 2.0 from Terminator 2, the clean version of the T-800 from Terminator 2, which came out last week, and the T-1000 2.0 as well, which I'm actually in the process of doing a review on today. So look, this is incredible. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this. Like this will work in a science fiction display, a movie icons display, just a general movies in general display. Kind of if you're into droids and robots and stuff like this. I mean, what can I say about it? So this is like the definition of a triple threat. This is an ultimate triple threat. You've got a figure here based on a movie where I love the source material. I love the character of the Terminator and the endoskeletons and everything in design, and I love this particular version. So love the source material, love this version of the character. I should start again. I'm actually going to kind of butcher that, to be honest. Kind of butcher that. Love the character, love the source material, and love this version. So love the character, the Terminator, love the source material. Terminator 2, what's not to like? One of the best science fiction movies of all time, maybe one of the best movies of all time. I think it's one of the best movies of all time anyway, and this particular version. So great movie. I've been waiting for 30 years for something like this, to be quite honest with you, because I unboxed the T-1000 yesterday, and even though it's not a perfect figure, I gotta say, when I got it posed upright, the only thing I could think was, I've been waiting for this figure for 30 years. Like that's a different video, obviously, but look, we're here to talk about this. The first thing I want to do before I just have a look at the only two images we have on this, I do actually want to go ahead and read through some of this. So this is the Hot Toys secret base Facebook page. I saw this image was shared with me this morning in the Hope Show group chat, and then I saw it pop up on the Hot Toys secret base Instagram, and then here as well on this. So I just want to check this. There is an actual blurb here. Yeah, so like it's written in Chinese, and then down below you can hit the translation. So I'm going to read through this because I want to see if there's any other details here that are really important. So yeah, the Hot Toys 25. So Hot Toys are a company, and they've been making stuff for 25 years, and because of that, they're doing this like 25-year anniversary. And I think like we see things like that and we get excited about the classics that they go back to. Like maybe they go back and do an original Indiana Jones. By the way, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying, apologies for quick interruption to this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button, and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel, and the support is greatly appreciated. Back to the video. Your mind says, okay, it would make sense that they go back to the classics that, made the company. Like, I think one of their first figures was Kyle Reese. Maybe they go back and do something from Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Aliens, maybe some Colonial Marines or Ripley. And Indiana Jones from the Indiana Jones trilogy. Your mind goes to those places, and then the first things we saw really were kind of underwhelming. Really, that fractal Iron Man, which like it's just another Iron Man, really. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But again, it doesn't really scream 25 years of Hot Toys. We knew they were going to do an Iron Man. We knew they were going to do a Spider-Man. But yeah, then you get the Alien versus Avengers Spider-Man or whatever. Again, very underwhelming stuff. The brown suit was pretty cool, but I think it was misplaced. I don't think it should have been part of this 25-year anniversary. It doesn't. I know it doesn't scream like it should be kind of movie icon stuff like this. So this is, I think, the first one. This and was John Wick one of them. I think John Wick was one of them. I'm actually going to take a quick check on that. If I scroll up through here, yeah, this background here, this kind of yellow and black and kind of gold or whatever. That's part of the 25-year thing. And so I think the sculpted Anakin as well. Like they make sense. Like they're pretty iconic characters. So anyway, this is the first one I've been really excited about, although I was excited about the John Wick, but this one's next level. So what do we have? Okay, so give us some information here. This could be a long 45-minute video, folks. Just excited about this one. So Hot Toys 25, pre-order the collection figure final. Now, there's going to be a bit of mistranslation here and stuff like that. Future Warrior sequel. I wonder, was that what Terminator was called and Terminator 2? So this is the Future Warrior sequel, which suggests that the first one was called Future Warrior. So I wonder, was that's what the Terminator was called when it was released in Asia, or was it released in Asia? I'm not sure. War Loss version. Okay, 1/6 alloy collection figure. Now it says 1/6, so that confirms it's 1/6 and not quarter scale, not a statue or anything like that. An alloy collection, I assume that means diecast. I assume. So Hot Toys announces the launch of Endoskeleton 1/6 scale alloy collection dolls. Oh, come on now. Don't call them dolls. It's more manly when you call them action figures. From 1991's Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the work completely recreates the most feared killing machine in film history, the T-800 Endoskeleton, showing its extreme oppressive image in a cold metal texture. Fair enough. 31 centimeters tall. I'd imagine this should be the height of the DX46 or the height of the new clean Terminator that we got, because it is, you know, it's underneath Arnie's biological exterior, you have one of these. That's the whole premise, really. The figure is about 31 centimeters tall, accurately restored T-800, very sci-fi mechanical structure. Okay. The main skeleton joint is made of alloy to ensure excellent stability, so I'm assuming that means die-cast, that the main skeleton is actually die-cast. The whole silver plating, I presume that means chrome plating, presents the ultimate realistic metallic luster, so it shines, greatly enhances the sense of presence through detail, aging and war marks. So there's a bit of battle damage. It's not just a straight up perfect shine. There's a bit of damage on it. Maybe that's what it meant by war loss version. Maybe that meant kind of like battle damage version or somewhat weathered version, to give the impression that these things have been fighting the war against humans for a few years now. Treatment with more delicate remodeling endoskeleton structure, hydraulic system, metal pipeline, and so there must be like wires. The hydraulic system, that might be like, I know in the heels of the Robocop there's an actual piece of it. Okay, it's plastic, but it's supposed to be metal, that when you move his ankles down, so if his ankle moves down, the heel comes up and the little pipe kind of moves up into like another cylinder, giving the impression that thing is moving the ankle up and down. So maybe that's what they mean, these hydraulic system with metal pipelines and multiple mechanically moving joints, head carved, sculpted I presume, with built-in LED light emitting device that instantly recreates a chilling red glare and moving jaw joints. So the eyes light up by LED. No mention of USB powered, so they could be button cell batteries. Hopefully not. I'm guessing there doesn't seem to be a light up base. We will look at the photo as much. The only two photos we have. So the jaw is articulated. The eyes light up. We'd expect that, but hopefully it'll be USB. I'm guessing it won't be. Accurately restored to the cold look of scanning to lock the target. In pursuit of ultimate restoration, this game has, don't know what that means, has specially, maybe it's toy, specially designed a set of war-free replacement accessories, including head carving, I presume that's head sculpt, breastplate, left arm and right thigh armor. Well, that sounds like there's battle damage swap out parts, because if you look at that, I presume it says this game, I presume that's this toy, has specially designed a set of war-free replacement accessories. Aha! So war loss must mean battle damaged. War free must mean clean. I'm guessing if it says replacement accessories, do you battle damage swap out clean parts? That would make sense, including head sculpt, breastplate, left and right arm and right thigh armor. That makes sense. That's more exciting. I didn't realize. I'd be willing to bet that that's what that means. The translation isn't great, but surely giving unmatched real restoration in terms of accessories, apart from 2 brand new plasma rifles and multiple hand models, the most striking in this team platform. So you have a base, you have multiple hands, and 2 plasma rifles. Very, very cool. Like that initial intro, the intro to Terminator 2 is one of my favorites of all time. It's just a fantastic intro when you see it, that like the first appearance of them crushing the skulls, and there's clearly increased special effects. Obviously Terminator 2 was groundbreaking for its special effects, so you'd expect that. The most striking is the theme platform base. There's a theme base on the desert after Judgment Day, piled up human skulls in the rubble, instantly taking you back to the opening scene of the movie on T-800's foot in the battlefield. That's exactly what I was thinking. Order now and add this sci-fi legend T-Bones. That's my thumbnail. T-Bones. I love it. In your collection, tribute T-Bones. That's it. That's it. Yeah, thank you for that, Hot Toys. To your collection in tribute to the immortal classic future warrior. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit like a kid at Christmas on this, because this is, yeah, like, I mean, come on, Terminator 2. Everyone knows the Terminator. It transcends generations. Like, it's like when I was a kid, I knew who Elvis was, even though I'm pretty sure Elvis was dead long before I was born. It's just one of those things, really, isn't it? Like, it is iconic. Even the kids these days, they'll still recognize, oh, that's the Terminator, when they see Arnie in the poster or something online for the first 2 movies. The Terminator, it's just a cultural thing. It's a cultural, pop culture icon. Now, there's not much to go on, but if these are photos of the actual figure, I can kind of make out a bit of dust or something on this head. I don't know if you can see it there. I've zoomed in as far as I can. There we go. It almost seems like I think it must be pitting and weathering. It's looking a little bit like dust. It's almost like it was sitting out for a while and they forgot to rub the top of it. That's interesting. I'm guessing it's just weathering, kind of the paint applications to give, instead of a perfectly chrome look, the weathered look. See all on the left here, I presume you can see the mouse here. See this circle here? Isn't one of these, I think it's actually the back one. In the latest T-800, you can open up the head and you can peel back some of the skin and take out the chip and stuff like this. I think it would be the one on the back right. It's the left of our screen on the back, but it'll be the right of the skull. I think that's pretty cool the way that's there as well. So there's a few marks. It's not just a perfectly chrome. Now, it does say it's die-cast, but it says it's alloy, which presumably means die-cast parts. And then there's like a chrome silver plating job on that. So the skeleton, the whole thing isn't going to be die-cast. The skeleton, the main joints seem to be die-cast, and then you got a chrome paint job. You do have those light up eyes. There's a lot of little marks and nicks and weathering and paint apps, so it's not perfectly chrome. It is, and those teeth. It is intimidating looking. Like, and then you see these wires here as well. The jaw's articulated, so can the jaw moves. Does the jaw open and close? I don't think in the movie the jaw opened and closed. I mean, I presume it has to, because he has to talk. But obviously these things, you never see them talk. It would just be, I'm glad you never see them talk. That wouldn't have worked. Whereas Arnie needed to talk to kind of give the impression that he was human. But yeah, it says articulated jaw, so I'm not sure what that means. Does this, maybe the thing opens and closes, but I always remember these things just closed. So I'm going to zoom out a small bit again. Now there's a few dates here in that blog. I didn't read it, but they kind of highlight 29, 30 and the 1st, and I'm wondering, because this is part of the 25-year anniversary, and the first 3 we saw of that was the brown suit Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, the Alien versus Avengers Casper, the friendly Spider-Man, and then we have the third one then was the Iron Man, and the blogger photos dropped for them. They're a quick turnaround. So this one here, there's going to be a lot of people who want this quick, and I'm going to be one of those people. Now it's going to zoom in a bit on this, see if I can get a bit. See, look, you can see the battle damage breastplate there. You got the 2 plasma rifles. See, even like the hands, the way they articulate to hold this property. These rifles are cool as well. They're huge. Cameron, he designs guns well. You gotta hand him that. A lot of the stuff from Terminator 1 and 2 and Aliens, like a lot of stuff he ships and stuff. I believe he had a hand in or designed himself. He's very good at sketching. In fact, the I'm pretty sure in Titanic, the sketch of Rose, I'm pretty sure he drew that. And I think during the scene where Leo is drawing and you see the hands sketching, I think they're James Cameron's hands actually. He's very good at like sketching and drawing things out. So I really like these. They're very simple, but they're just cool. Like, you know, they're just, man, huge plasma rifles. Very, very cool. Because obviously they're kind of lasers. Now, you do see the battle damage breastplate there. The face doesn't seem to be much battle damage there. Maybe that's the clean head sculpt. And I'm looking at the thigh now. I see on the right thigh there, around just above the knee, you can see a kind of a blast mark and a bit of a kind of like a burnt kind of looking metal, and it's a bit dark. Very cool. Very cool. And then the base. The base, I can't see much of the base now, but there's a bunch of skulls there. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit more. Okay, I'm going to move myself here. Aha, now. Trying to get, there we go. So, in fairness now, that's what you want. Terminator 2 Judgment Day Endoskeleton. You can see the foot standing on that skull, just like the opening scene from T2. Incredible stuff. There was a price on this as well, I believe. One second, see if I can get that. Put myself back where I belong here, over here. And I'll see if I can get that price for you as well. I'm not sure if I zoomed out enough here on this one. Okay. Can I get a price on that? Let me see. There's no price on that picture. But there's $2,530, and the exchange rate, is it kind of like, is it roughly divide by 10 to work out the dollars on that? Would be about 253. I think that's relatively cheap as well for what these go for. Give me 1 second. So now that's the base price. That's the Hong Kong price if you walked into Secret Base and bought it, which if you're buying from Sideshow, you're buying from a Hong Kong reseller, you're buying from whatever, you're not going to get it for that price. Neither will I. Well, I'll get it close enough to that price. 2,000. So that's 2,530. So that's if you walk in and get it. So that's 2,530. That is that's $325. That's 277 euros. So I suppose with the die-cast nature of this, the light up function, the swap out battle damage clean parts, I assume, like I'm guessing this is going to drop, the images this will drop this week, and I'll do a full video on it, but like, there's not a lot we can go over. I'm trying to provide as much information as I can with limited, very limited, just one post basically and one photo to go on. So that price is 2,530 Hong Kong dollars, which is 325 US dollars or 277 euro. Factor into that whoever you buy it from is going to want to take a cut and a profit. They're not going to do you a favor, not going to do it for free. So you might want to add on maybe 20% there or whatever. Who knows what the markup is depending on when to buy it. Then there's the shipping, and then if you're in Ireland, there's the customs, the import. Unless you can buy it from someone who you won't get stung for customs or import. There's the dreaded the VAT, customs, import duties, or what's the tariffs now as well. So look, make no mistake about it, this is incredible. This might be one of my favorite announcements of the year so far, and we've had some great announcements. Like I'm in the process of reviewing the T1000, and is it a perfect figure? No. But is it better than the 1.0? Absolutely. The head sculpt is way better. That battle damage head sculpt and the clean head sculpt. The stitching, it actually isn't as bad in hand. You can see it, but I think in the blogger photos, it's like, because the stitching is not the same material as the rest of the outfit. That's the issue. And then I think it catches the light more, so it definitely looks worse in photos, especially if there's lighting going on and stuff like that. A lot of lighting. So, but yeah, look, my point is, it's a great figure. It's not perfect, but it's so exciting because of the source material and because of the character. And this here looks like it's going to be this is I'm so excited about this. It doesn't get much better than this, you know what I mean? Your Terminator, Aliens, RoboCop, Predator, that kind of stuff. Like it's just incredible, you know. So look, folks, that's the best I can do with I think we did all right. What's about 20 minutes with one photo and one post. So look, folks, I'll be looking forward to this being released this week, or announced. I think it actually will be released shortly. Well, the pre-order images will come up, and I'll be definitely doing I'm probably going to go live, and I'm probably going to make a video on it as well. So look, that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, please like, the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking one of these up or not, if you're going to try and get it early or not, if you're interested or not. Did you see this coming? You can also follow me on Instagram. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.